These are the occupational therapy toys that helped my autistic son start school.
Big smile. See your teeth.
If you're new to our channel, my name is Yvette and my son's name is Max. He's autistic and he's 8 years old. When Max was 2 years old, one of the first books that we started reading to him were emotion books. The first book is called The Feelings Book by Todd Parr. This was really good. It's a good start. It's really colorful for 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, even 4-year-olds. And it goes through just silly emotions. What I liked about this book for Max is that it kept him engaged because of all the colors and all the fun illustrations. And we read this book quite a lot. You can see it's a lot. Another book that we used was the 100 Phrases for Toddlers. This is a pretty old book. It's all beat up and old because we've had it for so long, but there are not only is it good for speech therapy or just language development in general. It says 2 to 3-year-olds, but I think we used it all the way up until she was about 5 or 6 when he started going to school. There's also a page here where it describes all the feelings, where there's a kid that's happy and angry and sad. And we went through these a lot, and I found those really helpful. Obviously, there's different picture books in here of the weather and how he felt about it. If he saw yellow, what feeling did he have? Did it make him happy or did it make him sad? If he saw sun, what emotion does he associate it with? I learned that when Max started kindergarten, they used that association as well when it came to his feelings. What is red to you? What is green to you? So everything had an emotion attached to it. And if your kid is still a toddler and they're going to be entering into the school age soon, that's a good way to practice emotions, just so that they can get comfortable with expressing their emotions as well. So now that Max is a little bit older, there's a lot of social skill books online when you do an internet search. One of the ones that we have been reading is called The Not So Friendly Friend. This is really good for school purposes. Max still has struggles with making friends. He does have friends. I've been told that he still plays independently at recess. So it's really hard for me as a mom to know that. It's really important for us to continue strengthening social skills. It's not that because Max is sad or not social or verbally social. He just prefers to play by himself. And that's okay. I let him know that that's okay. However, in school, especially with school-age kids, they do a lot of group work or just work with another friend. This is a fairly lengthy book. I'd say it's about 30 pages back and front, but it teaches a lot about feelings, their own feelings, and then their friends' feelings and how they react to them. What we've also found helpful are social emotional matchup cards. And this one in particular is building relationships. Max might have some struggles with building relationships with other kids right now. And these are basically puzzle pieces that you put together. There are 2 cards. And you just find an intervention on what to do when something happens. So this one says, my brother apologizes for breaking my toy. And the healthy intervention would be, I forgive my brother for breaking my toy. And then he would put those together because they fit. Another one says, there is a new kid at school. And the healthy intervention is, I invite the new kid to eat lunch with me. Another set of matchup cards is understanding myself. These have been really helpful too. This came in a big pack along with the other puzzles. And the example says, I feel sad. Then the healthy intervention for it is, I talk to a person I trust about why I'm sad. And so there's 20 per box, and we use those as well. It says grade K through 2, but I don't really pay attention to grade levels. I base it on Max's level, because every kid is at a different level. They just are. And then there's another set that's based on making good choices. I really like this one. We always talk about making good choices. What's the best choice to make? Did he make a poor choice? Is he able to recognize that poor choice? You can tell these cards are fairly new because it is new, and we're still going through these at least once every few days, depending on how he's feeling that day. For example, this one says, I can walk or run in the hallway, and the healthy intervention for it is I choose to walk in the hallway. And I think that it's really important, especially while the kids, elementary school kids, are still learning to follow directions. The classrooms are so big now. There's about 18 to 20 kids in Max's general education class, and he's really transitioned into gen ed for most of the day. So I'm just trying to give him the tools for success to stay in the classroom. So those have been really helpful as long as we continue to practice them. It's been a little bit more challenging this school year. I think that there's a lot going on more in third grade now. It's a lot more busy. He's a little bit more overstimulated, but overall he's doing well. His teachers have a good feel of who Max is and when to try to de-escalate or prevent an escalation if he's overstimulated. He still has his special education teachers and paraprofessionals that help him, but I really try to get him to be independent on self-regulation. He has big emotions and he doesn't always know what to do with them. If we're sitting at home, he knows how to tell me what the healthy intervention is. It's a matter of doing them, of course. Role playing is really helpful when it comes to situations, especially situations where the teachers bring up that he had challenges with that day. So we always talk about, first we do this and then we do that, especially for you parents that have enrolled your kids in ABA therapy. Max did ABA therapy for 4 years, I believe, before he started school. Up until the very moment he had to start school, that's when he finished. He's definitely come a long way as long as I keep practicing with him on what the healthier intervention is. If you want to see more about Max and what we use to help him through school, hit subscribe and like this video if you want to see more about what tools Max used to get him through school.